He goes, welcome. He
You can
goes,
do that like
welcome.
the Killer Instinct game. Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh man. So hold on right quick. Let me see.
No, it's your show, man.
No,
I can't
No,
anybody else
yeah,
do.
that's you.
Yeah.
he said it's my show.
It's your show. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, well,
Robin
you know
show.
what?
There I
We're
go.
gonna. I
Welcome to
want
the
to.
Robin Williams show.
Well, you know what? I want to welcome everybody to Passive Games for Life. This is episode number 11. This is a part of the Toolset series, and we have our special guest on tonight, the real Robin Williams. Say hello. I mean, you
What's
know what? Hold
going
on.
on?
Yeah, let me go ahead and throw the little clap
Oh
somewhere.
yeah,
Oh,
you know. Uh-oh. What's
It
going
ain't.
on, everybody?
Yeah, what's
how you
going
doing? How
on?
you doing?
Yeah.
Great to have you.
All right.
Thank you.
So we had to bring on Robin on this episode because Robin has been a part of the HBA, which is a program that I also have. It's one of the tools that you would definitely want to use if you're trying to make any kind of money online. And she's going to tell you guys a little bit more about that, but we want to get to know more about Robin first. So we'll start with a couple of rounds of questions. And you know what? I guess I'll take question number one since I guess I don't really
Since it's your show. I mean,
no see I wasn't even
Uh-oh.
saying that. That's not even a part of my vocabulary. Yeah, I don't even know why y'all do this to me. It's jacked up. They've been
Gotta
beating
make it
me up.
fun. Gotta
I
make it
just want
fun.
y'all to know they've been beating me up all backstage this entire time. It's all good. It's
That's
all
how we
good.
do.
So, you know what? How did you first get interested in HBA?
All right, so HBA, the Home Business Academy, for people who don't know, um, I'll put it to you like this. I've been in the industry struggling for a long time, like many people's stories. And I, at the time, was at a point where I was starting to make a couple sales and everything. But I would say that sometimes we are attracted to people in the industry versus the actual program, right?
Mhm.
And I just remember always liking a guy, Paul, right? So
Mm.
I like one of the co-founders of the company for a while, right? And so when he finally introduced me to, and I don't want to say finally because he introduced in the beginning when it started, but he introduced me to the HBA. I will say part of the reason was just knowing his personality, and actually wanting to work with him. So that kind of pushed me to like, okay, let me take a look. It'd be really cool to work with him. But when I actually looked at the system, one of the things that stuck out was that it was about mindset. Now, y'all probably asked me a lot more questions, and I'm gonna keep bringing up mindset because that's like a big thing. But that's one thing that stuck out for me was
Mm.
that you have to work on mindset. And at that point in my career, my online career, I knew that that was like a huge hindrance for me, like not having the right mindset. So, with me wanting to implement that into my marketing and stuff like that, I was just sold on it from the beginning. So, I would say that's the big thing that kind of pulled me towards it. And I'll tell you now, I've been in the company for 6 years, so just over 6 years now, and
Mhm.
I still get dopamine in that company, and that
Mm.
never happened with any other thing that I've ever done. From the strategies, from the community, it just only got better. Just being attracted to it in the beginning, I had no idea, what I was going to get into. So I definitely like I'm all in for HBA.
So you
So
still feel like you succeeding every time you get in there.
like you literally get dopamine. We talk about it all the time. It's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
because we have like a cool tool, like a funnel builder tool.
Mhm.
That's part of the techie stuff that I do touch, right? And so we have that, which that gives us dopamine alone, and just being able to mastermind together. One of the things that we do like acknowledge and utilize and just come together is just this mastermind, and we can literally mastermind a whole strategy and be like, oh wait, this is working well, and then
Mm.
we're putting it in the back for other people to use. So it's just all around just a great company, very professional and just amazing. So
Yes, I can definitely second that. It is a warm, fuzzy feeling of a company. I can tell you from getting in the first time, Robin was the absolute first person that I reached out to when I first joined HBA. It's because, and she's probably, this is going to be her first time hearing this. I actually found her 2 years before I actually got on HBA. So she was one of the deciding factors with that. So when I was like searching on YouTube on how to make money online, her face was one of the faces that showed up. I was like, I don't know what she's talking about, but all right. And I click on to another video. And then her and a couple of other people who are actually in HBA would pop up on my YouTube all the time. And after a while, when I did join HBA, I'm like, oh, that's that girl from that video. Oh, I gotta rewatch that video. I gotta see what she said. And then one day I was like, hey, check this out. I need some help.
Don't we all?
Hey, but and you know what? You don't really get that community in a lot of these other programs. And what I mean by programs for people at home who may not know what we're talking about, affiliate marketing is basically the kind of sphere that we in, but it kind of goes a little bit deeper than that. So HBA is an affiliate program that we both use and operate with. So like she mentioned before about the funnel builder. So I'm not plugging right now. I'm just telling you like what it is. So, take that as you may. But for $25, you literally have a website builder and you have unlimited funnels that you could build on it. You need a funnel to do basically anything online when it comes to making money. You need to bring people to a place. This is a tool that you can use to actually bring faces to a community. You can start a community that way. You can actually get into email marketing, but the HBA program itself gives you a platform where you can use different types of tools. Like just recently they even got AI involved, right? Emerson.
Mm-hmm.
She made my eyebrows disappear in my hairline when I
Emerson?
said that. I'm like, Emerson.
That's what it's called?
Yeah. So you know what? You tell them about it, Robin.
So, so instead of just saying, "Oh, what it is," I seen a whole bunch of value in this tool. With affiliate marketing, when people running their online business, whether you're an MLM, you're coaching or whatever, you can use the HBA product. But one of the things I saw that people had issues with was just writing, whether it's due to, if you went through a poor schooling system, it's your second language, people had trouble with writing. And so this AI tool can literally eliminate all of those issues for you. And I want to say eliminate because you always want to try to better yourself and learn and progress. But instead of you saying, okay, English is my second language and I'm struggling with it, even though I know somebody who's just kicking butt with English, just it's horrible. Okay. I know mine is bad, but it's like bad due to Ebonics and growing up in Philly, but her English is horrible and she's making sales somehow. But with emails, but she can literally take a email, what we call a swipe. It's just an email that someone already written for you, and basically she can put that email and say, "Hey Emerson, rewrite 40% of this email for me," and Emerson just spits out this, most of the time it's perfect. You can't always depend on AI as of
Yeah.
right now, but it spits out a totally different email for you. So if writing emails is an issue for you, then guess what? You can tell it to write a whole email. You don't even have to use a swipe. You can say, "Hey, Emerson, write an email about when I first struggled online and then became a success, a six-figure earner,"
Yep.
and it'll write a story and all that stuff. Right now, me personally, I write my own stuff. But I use it like, "Hey Emerson, I don't want to think about hashtags. Give me 100 hashtags around email marketing," and I have all those hashtags, right there to look at and use. Hey Emerson, they got them writing raps and poems. Like Emerson is doing everything. Like whatever you need Emerson to do, Emerson got you. You need a code. Like if you're not techie, you know how to paste the code, but you don't know how to write the code.
Yeah.
You ask Emerson for a code for your website, it'll give you that code. So it's pretty dope.
Wow. That's awesome. That's exciting,
That's
actually.
Yeah.
very,
Yeah,
very cool.
Hmm.
because AI is hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yep.
it's hot, like
Yeah.
burn your hand hot. Like
I'm not the greatest writer either, so
Yep.
if I could have
So
some
is that
assistance in
something
there.
that is Emerson something that HBA developed themselves, or because you know we were talking about last week, Chat GPT, and you know it
Hmm.
seems like real cutting edge stuff right now. So
Right.
is that something that was developed in house, or
Oh
no,
no, they don't. They
I,
don't really do anything that. Oh, go ahead. You got that.
yeah. Me and Robin was talking about this because when she
or is that
introduced
just another Chat GPT
it
that is
is
online?
that
Just
you're exactly
reskinned,
right.
right?
You're exactly right, Steve. Robin and I was talking about this when she explained it to me. I was like, "What, Emerson? What?" You know, I'm looking into it and I'm like, "Oh, that's an API." And she was
Hmm.
like, "Who?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"It's." And then I started speaking my language. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "It's a application interface program API." She was like, "Yeah, I don't even know what that is."
I'm gonna
So
just click on this link and use it.
the long story short is this is one of the benefits of AI right now. And for people at home, if you know programming, if you know Python, if you know code, right? API, you already know what already know what I'm talking about. An API is basically an application interface that you can put on top of a program. So, long story short, HBA created an application that interfaces with ChatGPT. They call it Emerson, but it's almost like it's basically how you access the internet, like through a web page. Well, API is how you will access Chat GPT, but through a service or software as a service. So that's one of the things that they offer. Because Chat GPT is free, it would behoove any person who has has regular website traffic to them to create an API and possibly even charge for it. You
Hmm.
know, they can create an API that says, okay, whenever you come to my website, if you want to write specifically in a copywriting format for doing all sorts of things, and it takes the demographics and all that, because you create a programming interface that may have something that creates a prompt that prompt tells Chat GPT to have this persona to act just like this. And that's the long-winded question. I'm sorry. I started going into stuff I ain't want to, you
Nerd
know.
alert!
No.
Nerd alert! Okay.
No, you found
And he jumped in there too, real quick. He was like, "I got this. I got this."
okay. Yeah. You know
No.
what? Hey,
But
it's
what
all
I love
right.
about the HBA, going back to Steve's question, is that they never try to be the experts in something. So they did, venture out to get Emerson, as well as getting somebody else to develop the funnel builder. So most of their expertise comes in the marketing strategies and things like that and the principles. So, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your biggest challenges you faced in your career, and have you overcome them?
Mm, let's see. So how can I say? I had a ton of challenges, and I really don't separate a lot of them as the biggest challenge. Um, if I had to place one as the biggest, I would say consistency. No, I haven't overcome it, but I'm cool with that. Not saying I don't want to get better, but what I've noticed is that as long as you try your best and you're continuing, you're going to make progress.
Hmm.
And that's what I love. And I was like, man, I felt so much like I accomplished this, but I felt so much along the way,
Yeah.
that you still make progress. And I try to tell people who beat themselves up about, oh man, I saw a post on Facebook. It's not related to marketing, but the post said, man, I started off the New Year's not wanting to eat sugar. I went 5 days. Oh my gosh. I said, well, that's 5 days. Like you did
Yeah.
5 days without sugar. Like we do want the long term stuff, but I was like, imagine next time you do 5 more days, right? You just
Hmm.
Right.
add on to
Celebrate
it,
the little. Yeah.
right?
Little
So I would say
milestones.
consistency is one. For several reasons, I'm a lot better than
Hmm.
I'm a lot better than I used to be. But it's still one of those things I'd be like, oh man, I got to be consistent. Most of the time, my biggest challenge on staying consistent is making changes, and it might be a personal thing, but if I get like a change in my marketing strategy or something, it's like throwing a monkey wrench in there. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, you know. So that's why sometimes I tell people, I'm like, I don't like changes, you know. So
Yeah.
throwing a change gets I have to think through it and things like that. But overall, I believe there's like a formula to success, and within that formula, everything is important. Like, you know, so if you're struggling in one, you know, you could be struggling in a couple things here and there, but they're almost equal to me, you know, if that makes sense. So one of the formulas that HBA does use, and I love it to death, is your mindset plus your skill set times your performance equals results. And if you look at your business right now and you actually say, okay, I'm struggling with marketing. Okay, that falls in the formula, that skill set, right? Or you might say, man, I'm not disciplined. I need to get up. I don't, you know, that might fall into mindset or performance. It could fall into, some of it could be interchangeable. But no matter what, something is going to fall under that formula. And just by you missing the skill set and maybe having good mind, you know, somewhat good mindset. I don't think if you're missing the skill set, you don't have that much of a mindset going on for that, because your mindset is not even, you know, trying to improve. But
Yeah.
basically you can basically fail at one thing and just kill the whole success formula, right? So
Yeah.
what is more important? I usually say mindset, but uh, to me, all of it,
Absolutely.
all
I
of it.
think a lot of young people, you know, they lack skill set because of the fact that they're young. But if they have the right mindset and they approach it, then they slowly start building it. And I think that kind of falls into that equation. Definitely, you know, you got a 0 on one column, but you got 10 on the other. You know what I mean? And
Right.
multiply by your performance, by your stick to itiveness, or whatever that you're kind of, you know,
Right.
and nose to the grindstone. Then yeah, it definitely that makes
And
sense.
that's today's Robin's biggest challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday's Robin's biggest challenge was something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and that was not even being aware that there's a problem.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it literally, I struggle. And a lot of people get blown away when I say this. And I tell people, I say, I don't like telling people this because they try to run away and they go hide. But it took me 10 years to make my first sale
Mm.
Oh wow.
online. And I
the
started a
two
long time.
years,
10. See, I
10.
always get that. They be like two. I'd be like a
2 years.
decade.
Wow.
He did it. He had a whole
Yeah,
feature going on. That's a long time. That's a long time. And
it is.
most of that was a mindset and a awareness. It was like, whoa. And I don't regret going through that. Like, yeah, you want success a lot quicker than that. But I can see it in people, and I'd be like, "You need to stop. You need to stop,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to focus on." And that's why I push so many people towards mindset training, because a lot of people running around here don't even know that they got issues that ain't gonna get fixed unless their mindset start changing.
See,
Is,
I should have invited her to the mindset series.
is it because the 10 years took because you weren't like disciplined as much, or you're just doing a little bit here, a little bit there, and
I wasn't an entrepreneur by far. See, a lot of
okay.
people forget we're not entrepreneurs coming to build a business.
Yeah.
I was a undisciplined military, 19, 20 something year old who liked to party, that wanted to make money online. And that's what came over to build a business. I had no guidance. And I'm not blaming the fact that I had no guidance, because there was a lot of people that started back then. I mean, they were like, yeah, I went on YouTube. I didn't know about no YouTube, you know, when it first came out. I just got the little cheesy sales letter, fell into the dream, you know. And then, like, even when I did find a program, it wasn't like, let me go sit down and work on my business. It was, you know, discipline. It was like everything. So a lot of people have to remember that, like, not even just for you, but for other people that's coming in that may be struggling. They're not entrepreneurs. They need to start thinking about entrepreneurs. They need to start reading the right books, hanging around the right people, taking the right action, and changing all of that. And until you do, you're just going to be out there, right? And then when I was aware of it, it was like, oh, cool, I could finally be aware of it. But a lot of people don't know that doesn't automatically change things from you. That's just information, right? Now you got to start taking action to change that mindset. So my 10-year stretch has been from like completely unaware as to where I was in life, you know, in general, mindset, everything, to okay, Now I'm understanding I need to make change, lasting change. Okay, now I understand I got to actually work, and this dream of mine isn't the same dream that everybody else has. So it's not an easy
Mm-hmm.
peasy. So it was a a long journey,
Yeah.
but I would have loved to shorten it up, but I feel like this is one thing I like to tell people. I'd rather go to war with somebody that's been in the war
Mm-hmm.
than to war with somebody that hasn't been to war. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need somebody to know the hoops to jump through and how to go around things, how to break through obstacles. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I totally get that too. That's how it was with my AutoCAD. I always had to surround myself that with somebody that knew the program. And this way, I had the questions, but I wanted to make sure I was with somebody who was experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can ask the questions, and then they can help lift you up. And that's what happened to Roger. I think you were
Yeah.
telling me about
Oh
the
yeah.
HBA. Yeah, and you did it, and it took you some time, but you made your first sale. Wasn't it the plane or something?
Yeah,
The plane.
yeah. I made my first sale the first week I was in, man.
whoop
And
whoop.
and my first cancellation too.
You silly.
I was
You
like,
so funny.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
It happens when you start making them sales consistently. You be like, go ahead and cancel. That's your loss. But yeah,
Hey, listen,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
honestly say that everything Robin says, I definitely agree with. It is a mindset thing. That is like how we develop this show. Mindset, skill sets, tool sets, assets. That's what we focus on here. And a lot of this stuff is gleaned from like when I first got into it. Just like you, I'm like, man, I'm just trying to make money. These guys will tell you I will stand up on my soapbox every week at work. I'm gonna make money online. Like every week, they just look at me like,
Okay.
"Mhm,
mhm.
yeah, all right,
see you tomorrow.
yeah, all right, see you tomorrow, dude. Yeah, all right."
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is what it is. It's just like, hey, let's go, let's do this. And when you finally get like payday, you're like, oh, it's real,
It's
Yeah.
real.
it's real. I'm telling everybody it's real. Hey, it's like it's that dopamine hit you talk about.
You be
It's that
like,
very thing.
Yeah.
You are, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna
yep.
do it
Keep
bigger,
doing it.
That's gotta be
better.
exciting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is because when you wake up and you see a check for $50 and you don't remember what you did to get it, who
Right.
doesn't like that?
Right.
Yeah.
And you got your YouTube videos working out for you, these little
Yeah,
robots working out for you. Be like, oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
Yeah.
So
It's
you,
easy.
nice.
you you put in a lot of hard work in the beginning, like putting it all together, doing the
In the
research
beginning
and
of
all that.
what?
In the beginning, like
Of
I
my
guess finding a
career?
product to promote.
Of
Is
my
that a
career or
Yeah,
HBA?
or
your
H?
career.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do a lot of work in the beginning. I told you I was
Oh,
horrible. I was
oh
not an
no, no.
entrepreneur. Oh,
We talking
oh,
about
before
after you.
HBA?
Yeah, we
Oh,
talking about when you got to where you when you
oh,
actually
okay,
got. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I was
You
like, no,
had to
I
do
was horrible.
something,
Yeah.
but you got your
um,
act together, and
so
that's what we're talking to you.
yeah, I know, right? I'm getting my act together. People be ready to kick me off Facebook these days, but
Oh
but
man.
when I got into HBA, I didn't do a whole bunch of research. I trusted Paul. Not saying you should trust everybody online just like that, but I trusted him, and I resonated with it greatly. What happened with me was I was promoting another company very similar to HBA, and I started using HBA's YouTube training, and like within 3 weeks, I got like a sale from this guy in Dubai or whatever, and I was like, "Oh shoot, this ain't never happened for me." And so and I literally was like, "Well, what was the difference between the HBA system and the system I was with? I think the last 1 or 2 years, I couldn't remember." And so I really started thinking about this because I'm literally watching this training of this so-called YouTube guru, and I'm like, what was going on? And so I started to realize HBA training step by step.
Hmm.
Hey, you go onto YouTube, you set up your account. They taking you step by step to all the way to what you're supposed to do every day.
Hmm.
And I went back to the other training or whatever, and I noticed they do a lot of talking. Kind of like this. Like people can learn. People could be like get some good tips. Oh,
Hmm.
he said some good stuff here and there. But you really not going to go back to your computer and implement that.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the other company was more like, hey, if you want this training, $500 for this. You want to learn copywriting, $500 for this. When I'm already paying you $150 per
Oh,
month,
that's good to know.
you
I didn't
know,
know that.
Yeah.
for the
That's
other
how I
company.
thought.
Yeah.
You
I thought
should have. I
HBA would be
told you
like
that.
that too.
No,
That's
every
awesome.
single thing they can go like knock on wood. I'm not knock on wood. I want this to happen, but I'm not saying for the viewers. I'm not saying this is what it is. So I don't want people to get in and say, "Oh, she said," but they can go out and find a strategy that's just making a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of money, like $10,000, $10,000 in your first month. They're not going to charge you any more money than what you're already paying monthly.
I like that.
So there's
I
no
like that.
upgrades to get this next strategy. If they're going to give you YouTube training, they're going to give you the whole YouTube training. And so that was the difference. And it made a difference for me. And I didn't even realize it because I'm like, why am I not, why didn't I get results? Because it wasn't step-by-step training. Okay. So that was a huge difference there amongst other stuff. But I
Right, so
just
you
wanted
get
to
an
throw that out
actual
there.
plan with HBA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get an actual plan to follow, something step by
You get
step.
a fast start plan, and then you can choose the strategy that you want to follow, and you go in there and you follow that training.
And look here. She's telling you the truth because
Yeah.
when I reached out to her, right? And you know me, Dave, you know me, Steve. I'm like, how can I do this faster? I get on there and I'm looking through the stuff and I'm like, fast start. Yeah, okay. Click, 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 click. All right, I'm gonna do this book thing. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna do. So I reached out for help. This girl sent me to the fast start page. And I was like, but I've been here already. It's just like, nah, go back.
Go back, because if you stuck, you don't have no pages set up. Like you're not going through the fast stuff. You're not
Uh,
going through it,
She's
and that's
like,
Dimmed,
go back.
dimmed, dimmed.
She
it's already
believes in it.
there. Yeah,
She's
like
telling you the
literally.
truth.
I'm not like I tell people I copy off of people. I didn't invent any of this stuff. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally saying, okay, what is Mike Hobbs doing? The other co-founder, what is he doing? In this video, this next video. Okay, this is what he doing. All right, let me go copy off of him and do the same thing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then you start learning and stuff. Like everything I can do now on YouTube and stuff like that, it flows. Because I'm doing it. But
Mm.
when you're new, when you need to learn the process, you got the steps right there.
Yeah.
Is
You're gonna
this
suck at
like
it
your
first.
is this your sole income now? Or is this what you're doing? Like,
This is what I'm doing as an income stream. It'll probably be what I'm doing as the income stream for a while. I have been looking at other stuff. I've been looking at other stuff for years. I even jumped in some stuff and I was like, nah, get me out of here. Aside from my retirement income, this is what I'm doing here. Um, and it's probably one other thing I would do is affiliate marketing wise, and it's something that HBA doesn't have right now at the moment, which is ads. So I'll probably jump into that, but it's like once you go HBA and you really get into it, you be like, there's no need for me to go left, right, or anywhere else. I probably took a few months off to work some projects I wanted to do with HBA products. So, and like just to see that commission or new sales still come in is like, wow, like that's, and to me, I'm scratching the surface.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is really powerful. I need to stick with HBA.
yeah.
So I doubt that if I get any training, it'll probably be just to learn something new.
It sounds exciting. It really does. He told me about it, and I'm like, like he said he got that sale, and I'm like, you got lucky, and whatever. So then now that I'm talking to you, it's exciting because now I got two people, kind of solidifying it or whatever.
And there's a
So
It
whole
is.
group of people
yeah,
that
yeah,
but
You
and see
going.
and see that's the thing. It's like it's not something that we're selling or promoting. Their products is just doggone good. I
Yeah.
mean
Like
the
I got
funnel
people
builder
I haven't even
alone.
spoken to. Like I'm like, who are you? But he keeps buying. Like okay.
So wait,
Yeah.
how's the pricing tier? It's only like one pricing, or is it like two pricing tiers, or no?
Robin.
So it's three main products with the HBA. I like to tell people that some people get confused because they come in our all-in-one funnel, which is our most converting funnel, and it has all the bonuses there. So then when you come in, you're like, what are the products, right? It's three main products no matter what funnel you're going through as of this video. The first one is the funnel builder tool, which like he said is $25 hands down. I switch everything from a company initial CF. I don't know if you allow company names, but I switched everything from a leading funnel company straight to that and started saving. I probably saved $3,500 so far by switching over to that because it's so much cheaper. But that funnel, without going in depth, like anything the average marketer needs to do, you'll be able to do that over and over and over again because any features we have is unlimited. Then you have the training. Okay, you got to separate the tool from the training. So you have the training, the traffic and conversions product, which is the premium product. That's 125 per month, and I hear people complain 125 per month. Like, bruh, don't make me come through this computer. Like, you have people buying into $2,000, $5,000 in these products that are mediocre, right? So, but now you can get your training, the exact strategies, coaching. We have 11 live coachings each week.
Every day.
Not I say each week, but yeah, every day,
Yeah,
Monday through
every
Friday.
day.
Yeah,
They literally coach every single day.
yeah. And then I mean, and you have the community. It is just amazing. And so then you have the financial literacy product. I don't really talk about that a lot, but it converts like it is crazy, and it is so freaking professional. So where Paul put his value in is the stuff that he's accomplished, getting out of debt, and things like that. So you have the getting out of debt. You have different other ways you can make money outside of affiliate marketing in there. So that FLA thing, usually it's $500 for people because it's 50% off, and the first 3 days. After that, it's $1,000 if you miss the first 3 days. But basically, all three of those products, you're getting 80% commissions from those. So, you could just count that up. That's a lot, compared
That's a
to
lot
what
of
it could be
cash.
for other companies. Yeah. It adds up really quick, and it's not something you feel guilty about because people are getting value, right?
Exactly.
So I love it. I
I
love the
mean,
digital products.
and for people who are not really understanding what it is, if it I mean it's a just picture a place that says, hey, you want to build a website to send people to so you can sell a product or service, anything you want to sell, sure, have our funnel builder. You can have unlimited websites, sell whatever you want to sell to whoever you want to sell it, no problem. Would you like to sell our product too? Sure, you can sell our funnel websites and we'll give you 80% commissions to as many people who wants to buy it. And then on top of that, we'll show you how to do it. We'll
Right.
teach you how to do it. Oh, and that financial literacy program will actually show you how to keep all of your money after you make it and teach you how to avoid tax pitfalls and all this other kind of crap that you've never even heard of that affects people with money. Yes, that's right, with money, like you may be one day.
And
So
I've
that's
never, yeah, go ahead.
that's
I'm
it. I
sorry.
mean, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off, but yeah, that's basically it. It's like, what?
No,
Yeah.
it's
A
exciting.
company does that?
Yeah.
Go
That's
Yeah,
ahead,
it
cool.
is
Robin. My
exciting. I
bad.
was just saying I've never joined a home business, a company that cared that much because that product, when I tell y'all, that product is valuable. So he did his part, and the part I left off was that when it came to taxes and stuff, he's not going to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just teach you what I do with mine." He
Yeah.
might give you some tips, but he actually paid for a professional CPA person to come out and like literally just teach you on a course on
Mhm.
the taxes. All that information and stuff like that. So, I get to follow along. I haven't dived into what Paul is doing with, which is he does mobile homes and rent them out for passive
Mhm.
income.
Mhm.
But you could literally watch him. He'll post in the group and stuff like that on his progress. Like you don't get that anywhere. Like you don't get that
Yeah.
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Because
think I think
these
it
oh,
sounds
go ahead.
great. I mean, $25 a month. I mean, I pay $30 a month for my Apple stuff. I would
Mm.
probably cut that out and swap this out and try this for a little bit. And I mean, if you guys are getting good results, especially you, Robin, that's awesome because it's like I would love to do that. Have some kind of passive income streams. My family, we want to travel, and we can never do that because money's tight. So that would be
Yeah.
nice just to wake up and your account just keeps filling up with money.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
YouTube. That's YouTube.
Hey,
YouTube will do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
it's a lot of it's a lot of different ways to make money. And I realized that the other day it was like, man, I used to be like horrible, like throw me in the trash horrible. That's how bad I was.
Throw
Like,
me in the trash.
and now I can name out like so many different ways I made money online this year. Like it's just it sounds so unreal, you know. So just the different strategies, and a lot of them are simple. A lot of them is like, let me copy and paste what this person
Mm-hmm.
put in my website, send them the email, you
Oh,
know.
yeah, Dave called me on that the other day. He was on the website that I built in the funnel builder. And he's like, "Did you copy and paste? He said, did you copy and paste this thing?" I was like, "I sure did.
Yeah.
I changed that name to my name, and that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Legally, I am good."
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
So how'd you do the company? You set up a company, LLC or anything?
I just do regular, just me. I didn't
Oh,
set up a
okay.
LLC. I
Okay.
probably need to soon, but I
Hmm.
didn't. But they show you inside of the system how to do it. I've sat in the military class on how to do it. Like they show you. I probably need to do one for me and my wife before we leave because it's super cheap here
Oh yeah.
in Mississippi before we
oh, you're in
leave
Mississippi. Okay.
right now. So
They getting out of that though.
yeah.
You could tell she from Mississippi by the way she pronounced certain
No,
words.
hold
You
up,
ain't from there. You been there for a
hold
long
up.
time. Oh, my
No,
bad. I ain't mean to curse at
no,
you. I ain't mean to curse at
no.
you. She's not.
That's my bad for not telling people,
She's
you know, where I'm
not.
from.
Okay, everybody, I want y'all to know she is not from Mississippi.
I'm from Philly,
She's
Philly.
from
I don't know if y'all know that song. Philly, where I am from.
hey.
So my mom is from the South. That's
uh,
probably what you hear.
oh yeah.
And I've been in the military for, you know, the last 20 years. So it's probably like a combination of my mom and then, you know, just traveling, meeting other people in the military that's all over the world. But I get that. A lot of people think I'm from the South, but I'm from the northeast.
Because
Nice.
when you said the word monkey, you was like monkey. I was like,
Monkey.
that's that southern tone. Monkey.
Uh,
Dang.
yeah, I don't.
Ugh.
I think it's probably mostly from my mom. She's from the South, so
Okay, okay.
Nice, nice,
Hey
nice.
man. But you know what? I got a confession to make, y'all. So Robin, that those questions I sent you, I created that with a tool. And I
ah,
read it
Mm.
like 3 times before I sent it. I said, man, these some straight up like almost generic questions, but I created those with Chat GPT.
oh wow,
And
nice.
I was like, "Da-da-da-da. All right, here. I need questions for an interview. Quick." So,
That
but
is so funny.
I did that purposely because I wanted to like let you know and let everybody else here know that these are the tools available. This is a tool set episode. All of these things that we're talking about here, everything that Robin is talking about, especially with HBA, are tools that we will use to create a passive income online. Right? A passive income is not something that just happens. Like if you just stare at the computer long enough, income will just passively start flowing out of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to put
That's
in
what
work.
I used to think, and that's
Exactly.
what like why is not flowing out? What's wrong with it?
He said, "Give me my income."
Give me my income.
Is that?
It takes some work. It's not something that just can be done. It takes mindset, it takes skill set, and then it takes tools to do that. So this is why we're here. This is what this is what the series is about, is tools, the tools that we use to create money. Because without the proper mindset, Robin just told us that, and without the proper skill set, because you need skills to use these things. You just can't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on here and just slap this together and push this out. People are gonna be looking at, what is this cheap looking smarmy website?
Yeah.
Held
They
together
click,
with tape,
yeah,
tape and glue. This is
they have tape on the internet like this. Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
That's
no,
funny.
no. Yeah. So I mean, once you put it together and you get it out there, then you're gonna start creating a income for yourself, and that's
Mm.
where the assets roll in. So Robin, I mean, can you name some another tool that you may use, like that you use with HBA, a free tool or a paid tool, whatever you use along with HBA?
Now all you need is HBA.
She said, "All you need
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
that's
just
good.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Uh,
and she was chewing the
But
gum when she said it, like,
yeah, you know what? This gum was a horrible idea, but I was like, I can't pull this gum out during the interview because
"You can
when,
if you want
when I
to."
started talking, that
hey,
gum went. I was like, oh
Yeah.
gosh, come on now.
So we right here about to throw
I
HBA.
was
So
like,
HBA up in
yeah,
this
right.
boy. All you need is HBA. What you talking about?
Oh my gosh. So I do like, even though I do believe all you need is HB, I do use a few tools, and I also do believe that you just don't want to use a whole bunch of stuff. I see that tools can be a hindrance. So
Well,
try to minute
certain
a lot,
tools.
most
Well,
most tools.
all right. So I'm gonna clue you into something that
Okay.
I think is a tool. Y'all let me know if this is correct or incorrect. I believe that YouTube is a tool. Would y'all agree?
hmm
Almost required.
yeah,
Required tool. Okay.
Almost required. It's not required to make money, but
No, it's
you want
almost
to be on
required.
there. You want to be on there.
Second largest search engine on earth.
You want to be on
It's
there.
pretty required.
Yeah.
All right, so we can agree that YouTube is a tool. What about
Mhm.
Facebook? Steve is
Yeah,
smelling his top
it's a
lip.
tool. It's a tool. You're changing my perspective. I
Yeah,
keep them separate from my tools unless I gotta hook up something to
she
them.
said gotta hook up.
But yeah. But
Well,
it
see,
can feel like a tool. Like how tools feel to me, they can feel like a tool to people because they're like, I don't know how to use it, you know.
well, yeah, I mean, because when it comes down to tools, most people think a tool is something that we actually have to like. It's not the thing that we
The funnel
usually
builder.
think it is. Exactly. They
Hmm.
think that the funnel builder is a tool, but it's also a product. It's a free product. I mean, it could be a free product, but it can also be a free tool. So YouTube is free to use, but people make money off of YouTube every single day.
Hmm.
It's like, wait a minute. And my goal here is to try to change the perspectives of people about what a tool may be. Because,
Hmm.
yeah, you might be having fun on TikTok, but it is a tool.
It is.
You
Then you
know,
gotta learn that joker too. I was like, oh, I'm a kid.
I would, I
and
would
let me
agree
tell
more
you,
about TikTok than Facebook. I would say that. Yeah,
yeah,
and for sure
You,
YouTube. And it's about, and the only reason I say that is because it's about a person's, any user's mindset when they're interfacing with these programs, right? So
hmm
Facebook, what do you do on Facebook? What's 99% of people doing on Facebook? They're, checking up the cheese, with
hmm
their friends, families, whatever they got. In my case, I used to run a band page off of Facebook, and they give you some pretty in-depth tools on how to focus your reach within your fan base. Anybody that's liked your page, you can target certain, demographics, age, sex, geolocation, and so it does give you some more sophisticated level tools. But like, look at YouTube. I think, I'm right
hmm
there on the same page as you guys. YouTube, you have to be there. You have to be there because what do people do on YouTube? You're looking for stuff.
hmm
That's already your search engine. You're looking for stuff. I look, for, how to reset, stuff on a car. Like if I have an issue with a car or something, oh, how do I change a, tie rod? How do I change a, the control arms, this and that? You're already looking for something, and
hmm
if you're in that, you have to be there.
hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Dave, Dave is
Hi.
like, love you, Dave. You stay right there and look pretty, Dave.
No, I like
Dave is like,
this whole thing. Like seriously, I think I may sign up right when we get off and do it.
oh my
Look,
goodness.
look, tell them
I'm
it's
gonna
only
try it.
$25 to start.
See?
Yeah,
It really is because they have a 2 week trial too. So,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Because see, what drew me to it was the fact that it was something that everybody needs. It's not
hmm
a product. Because see, all right, the number one thing that I figured out immediately is if you're building a brand, if you're building a name or recognition online, like you're trying to get into the online world, you literally have to build trust with people. you have to make sure that people trust you. And the one way you can get people to trust you is to recommend something that you would use.
Right.
Don't recommend something that you don't use. What?
Right. And that makes sales like crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Authenticity.
yeah, it's like we're at work. I come in, dude. You got to try these egg rolls. Dave looking at me, egg rolls. I don't even like egg rolls. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
trust me, bruh. You gonna love these egg rolls. These egg rolls are the best. I know. I've been, man. 2 years later, Dave comes to work. Dude, you gotta try these egg rolls. Where'd you get the egg
Right.
rolls from, Dave? This place called 954. Yeah, I know the same guy, Dave. I told you about this 2 years ago. You did? It's something when you create the whole, hey, this is what I've been doing. I want you to try it out. I want you to enjoy it because it can work. Yeah, it's a funnel builder. I for the longest time, before as techy as you say I am, I had no idea the difference between a funnel and a website. No idea. Or a landing page. That blew my mind when I found out it was pretty much all the same thing. It's just the function of the
Constructed.
website.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
you structure it. And then this thing gives you the option to make a web page, funnel, landing page, whatever you want, however you
Right.
want. $25 a month. You
It's
mean
ridiculous.
what? Wait, $25 a month. I can make unlimited pages
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
and sell anything I wanted, anything I want.
Yep.
Razor blades, sure. As long as you're not like selling something crazy that would get everybody thrown in jail, you could pretty much sell it. You could create a web page for it. Hey, you can have a web page for books. Who cares? If you're just doing a blog, just do that. But it's like, me and you, Dave, we've been paying how much for Bluehost and all this other kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Like
Oh, yeah. The hosting comes with it. The SSL comes with
all of
Oh,
that,
even that too. That's good.
Yep.
everything. And then they do SEO for you.
Oh,
Like
that's
you could do SEO within like the page and it'll help, and plus you have Emerson there now, apparently.
To write the content.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But going back to your question about the tools,
Mhm.
my big one is the email autoresponder.
Yeah.
You can't go without mentioning that because you know, even with all the marketing that we have going on, even all the tools, the YouTube, the Facebook, none of those platforms are ours, and they could go down and be gone forever any day. And so you always want to collect your leads, your prospects, their emails, their information, so that you'll have it in your autoresponder database. And so whenever you're like, even now, you should be using it. So don't save it for later. You need to build that relationship with your folks now. And in the case that Facebook does go down for some reason, or YouTube or whatever, wherever you're getting your audience from, you have your own real estate, your own audience right there in your autoresponder. So that's just like the number one tool outside of the funnel builder that you definitely need in the business. And so that's what I was kind of getting at as far as marketing. Like, you don't need a lot of people try to get these webinar systems set up and everything when you haven't even made a buck online. You've been trying to make a buck for 5 years, and now you're trying to set up all of these tools. That's kind of what I meant about the different tools. Some people take it too far and they're trying to do this and that, and they're not making any money, and then you look at your results and you're ready to quit. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop torturing yourself. Get out there with a marketing strategy, get those 2 tools you need along with the other social media tools, right? and make it happen, right? A lot of people adding too much to this thing, and it's really simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be some work though. Good grief.
It could
some
be,
work.
it could be, but it really could be simple. Like, I bust my behind because I love it, I try not to scream the 30-minute workday a lot, because I do a lot. I don't do a 30-minute workday. But you can literally, like, as I'm sitting here thinking, you can literally have a 30-minute workday if you're extremely disciplined. Like, if you take YouTube as a strategy, right? And you just work on YouTube 30 minutes a day, that'll probably get you 1 to 2 videos a week if you do, most of the good stuff with your videos. And basically, over time, you start getting that traffic, building those leads, building those sales. And it's just, as long as you stay consistent, it's just gonna like do a snowball effect. And you have to send out your email. That's the other thing you have to do. You have to send out your email, right? You have a 30-minute workday. But the problem is people come broke as hell. Excuse me, can we say that?
Yes, you can. Yes, you may.
They come broke. They come to the company broke, and they want to make money quick, and they skipping steps, and they're not following instructions, and they try to do everything right.
Yeah.
If you come in here with your bills paid, you're not worried about no money. You're not worried about your next payment. You know, for whatever. And you just sit and you work. You can have a 30-minute work day. And you just say, wrap it up. I'm going to spend the rest of the day with my friends. So you may not get much results from YouTube in the beginning, but it's okay because you know it's going to work. And then it starts trickling in. You get leads. You're like, oh, somebody can't sign up on my website, you know? And then next thing you know, you're getting sales, right? The problem is people are in this panic mode. They come in, they don't make money in 5 minutes and they want to quit, you know? When you just sit down.
Right. They be like,
Right.
I put my quarter in. Hold on, let me do it again. I put my quarter in.
And
it didn't work.
That's traffic. I don't know if you've been watching the group, but that's traffic. People
Yeah.
come in. I got 12,000 clicks and no sales.
Yeah.
Go follow the training.
Yeah.
Because you're not.
Because clicks don't mean anything.
And
people go, ooh, wrong place. That's a click. That's a click.
Yeah. But they following these weird systems when we're giving you the system. So yeah. So
Well, you know what? It's 9:28 on this side because it's 8:28. So you guys good? We're good for like 5 more minutes because we want to end this because I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to stare at the back of my eyelids for at least 8 hours. Just stare at the back of my eyelids for 8 hours.
That pork sandwich is working.
Yeah, right.
Took a nap during the call.
Yeah. So I mean, Robin, you have been dropping some real stuff on us tonight. We appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time to come here. We appreciate you dealing with us with our technical issues of our new tool that we're using.
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
And please tell us about that project you've been working on. That your newest project you got.
Oh, the newest project is what I wanted to focus on is the mindset. And so I just did like a free affiliate marketing course that anybody can sign up for. And basically once they go into the course, it's not, I don't know if y'all been into like affiliate marketing courses, but most of the time it goes like this. Hey, go sign up for this. And you got your capture page and you sign up for this. But I'm trying to hit y'all hard in the head with some mindset stuff and give you mindset strategies in the beginning, right? So that you can actually make changes, because somebody can give you these strategies, tell you to connect these pages, look, put the tape on the website and all that stuff, right? But if you don't have that mindset right, none of it matters. None of it matters. And a lot of people don't understand that. So I talk about, mind reconditioning and I kind of explain the subconscious mind. I kind of break it down from the beginning, tell them a couple of stories I had that made me a believer that this stuff works.
Right.
But that's what I did. And I was like, if I could serve anybody, and just serve them, it could be through this free course. And then whether you get whatever you want to get from it, that's up to you. But it'd be the free course that I set up for people. That was a project. It was a membership site.
Okay.
Built by the HBA funnel builder, mind
yes,
you.
Sir. Yes, sir. I've seen it myself. I see it with my own eyes, my own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
So what's the address to that? Where can we find that
at? The gum.
She said,
look, I'm trying to pronounce it because every time I say it on my video, it spells something different.
Just spit the gum out while you're talking. Just blah, 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 blah.
Bossfree25.com.
Oh.
Okay. Bossfree25.com.
We'll definitely share the link in the description below for anybody who's curious and want to visit the site. Dave, Steve, you guys got any more questions for Robin?
No, we
Let's see.
appreciate you being with us, Robin.
Yes, definitely.
It's great. It was great having you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
All
Thank you.
right. Well, we want to conclude. Is that the right word? I don't know if it is, but we
Conclude,
want
yeah.
conclude. Yeah,
Yeah.
conclude is the right
This is
word.
the conclusion. Yeah.
The conclusion.
Look, just
Yeah,
have me end it, y'all. We about to end it, y'all. Thank y'all
There
for
you go.
coming.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Look,
what
anxiety.
Robin said.
Yeah.
And,
It's been fun though, for real.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
fun. I thank you guys for being here. And you know what? Hey, we got to do this again, but we definitely gonna have to have you back for the mindset part because had I known you was on this mindset thing,
No, she's deep in the
like at the
mindset.
time,
Yeah.
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 yeah,
The subconscious.
these guys will tell you.
I
I've
got
been
some wild stories. So
yeah, we're
yes.
gonna have to hear some of those stories.
All right.
So we want to thank everybody for coming out. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Robin, thank you again for being here. And
Thank
hey,
you.
happy new year to everybody who's just now seeing this. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Grayson's enter the room.
All
So
right.
what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a peace out right quick. We're gonna say good night, and then I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna end the broadcast. I'm gonna edit all this part out, so
Oh.
don't act strange. So y'all like, what?
This is
What's
the
going
time
on?
to act strange.
Yeah,
It's
this
over.
is
It's done.
what you mean. So we're gonna say our goodbyes and everything real quick, and then I'm gonna cut from one point to the next, and then I'll end the broadcast, but I don't want y'all to go just yet.